Hello and welcome, I'm Ankit Tuteja and you are watching Tech It Out. This week our focus is on new innovations. We show you futuristic technologies that could change the way we travel. Find out how you can charge an electric car in a few minutes. And we tell you how the new age robots could help us live better. Let's get started. There is a strong push for electric vehicles around the world. Many automobile firms are working hard to revolutionize the EV sector, but some roadblocks are still preventing the widespread adoption of electric vehicles. One of them is slow charging times. But this new innovation is seen as a breakthrough development in the battery technology. Here is more.
Fully charge your electric vehicle in just 6 minutes. Believe it or not, it's now possible. This new sports car is claimed to be the fastest charging EV. The company behind this cutting-edge technology is British startup Neobolt. It's often referred to as the developer of breakthrough ultra-fast charging batteries.
We've done this by discovering materials that can accept that amount of power and engineering them into traditional lithium-ion type cell chemistry with an advanced power capability, so you make the battery smaller with more power. And if you do that, you could charge at 10 times the speed of charge compared to what you have today.
Currently, the fastest EV chargers in the market take around 45 to 60 minutes to fully charge an electric car. Neobolt EV's 6-minute recharge time is much closer to the time it takes to fill an average family car with fuel at a petrol station. The new EV concept car features a 35 kilowatt battery and has a claimed range of 250 kilometers. However, it's by no means a groundbreaking range in the EV market. The Tesla Model S has a range of up to 650 kilometers. But the recharge speed of the new battery technology is unmatched.
And the aspiration is to showcase to the world that new technologies come in. It's coming very fast in the EV space, and this vehicle will charge in 6 minutes and can go round the track and then come back and charge again and then go back out again. So it's changing that perception of slow charging in the EV space.
Interestingly, this new fast-charging battery translates to a charging rate of more than double the speed of the fastest charging cars available in the market. Neobolt worked with design house Callum to produce the sports car to demonstrate its new technology. The cutting-edge battery technology is ready for deployment. The Neobolt EV will be tested on the track in November 2023. It will enter production in early 2024. The company, however, has not disclosed the retail price yet. So, if you are planning to buy this EV, you'll have to wait for some time.
A UFO was recently spotted in China. You heard that right. But unfortunately, this futuristic vehicle will not take you to another planet. We get you more details in our next story.
Look at this. Wondering if it's a UFO? Well, that's not the case. It's a man-made flying saucer that was recently seen in China. It's claimed to be the world's first electric vertical takeoff manned flying saucer. With its sleek design and uncanny resemblance to a UFO, this futuristic marvel is capturing the attention of people worldwide. Developed by Shenzhen UFO Power Technology, the flying saucer is equipped with 12 propeller blades surrounding the pilot's seat. Its transparent domed compartment in the central section provides a 360-degree view for the pilot. According to media reports, the electric vertical takeoff and landing craft can reach an altitude of around 656 feet with a maximum flight time of up to 15 minutes. The aircraft can reportedly fly at speeds of up to 50 kilometers per hour. Reportedly, it has the ability to take off and land on water as well, making it an amphibious aircraft. In other words, the manned flying saucer could be used as an on-demand aircraft and a cruising-friendly circular yacht. The craft, which was developed over a period of 3 years, recently made its first public debut. It remains unclear when or if it will be ready to accept passengers.
Moving on, our next story is about Viva Technology, one of Europe's biggest tech and startup events. Watch our next report to see what all gadgets and technologies dominated the tech fair.
A new drone taxi for the skies. This air-scooter was on display at VivaTech 2023, France's biggest tech fair. The vertical takeoff and landing vehicle weighs 115 kilograms and can fly at up to 100 kilometers per hour. It's a hybrid machine that houses a battery and a fuel tank. The air scooter will be ready to fly in 2024 for tourist flights. With a flight time of 2 hours, the aircraft could be used in rural areas first, like national parks, to perfect the technology. Another hot topic at the tech exhibition was artificial intelligence. A French startup is experimenting with its latest language model, which impersonates no other than the late painter Vincent van Gogh. People can ask questions into a microphone and AI generates a reply which appears as text on the screen. It's voiced by an avatar of the artist.
Theo, and has he provided you with support?
Yes, I love my brother Theo very much. He played an important role in supporting me during my artistic career.
According to the company, the AI will be available at a Van Gogh exhibition later this year. Climate tech was another big trend at this year's edition of VivaTech. Norwegian company Worldwide Wind made the trip to Paris to present its wind turbine. Instead of conventional fan-like designs, Worldwide Wind spins on a vertical axis. According to the makers, their wind turbine could produce twice as much electricity as a conventional one for a fraction of the cost, since it uses lighter materials and only requires mooring.
What if I tell you that your car can be driven with a remote? Sounds bizarre, right? Believe it or not, that's happening now. Watch this report for more details.
Look at this. He's not playing a video game. This person is driving a real car from the comfort of his office. Enter Fetch, an innovative car hire service introduced by British startup Imperium Drive. Like other ride-hailing services, you order a car through the app and the cab reaches your location. But there's a twist. The car reaches you without a driver. It is driven remotely by one of the skilled workers at Fetch to your location. Once the car arrives, you take control of the car and drive it yourself to the destination. According to the company, it's the world's first commercial car rental service enabled by remote driving technology.
This journey altogether will be as convenient as an Uber, except you have to do the driving. So in terms of the time it takes for a car to arrive, on-demandness of it, all will be very convenient. But you become your own Uber driver and save cost on your Uber trip. When you get to your destination, you just pull over on the app, ask for a remote driver to take over control of that vehicle, and off you go to your destination without having to worry about parking either.
So how does this remote driving tech work? Well, remote drivers rely on onboard cameras and live streams to make informed decisions. They use a steering wheel and pedals which are originally designed for video games. Less than a day of training is required for remote drivers to be onboarded. The vehicle can be controlled through wireless communication networks. The company has also implemented monitoring technology that constantly checks the quality of the network connection. In case of a loss of network or slower speeds, safety features like speed caps and alerts are activated. Fetch uses a 5-seater Kia Niro sedan car, a normal hybrid car readily available on the market. It is retrofitted with a computer, cameras and software necessary to make the service work. According to the company, its service will cost up to 50% less than Uber trips. The Fetch fleet is currently limited to 4 cars operating within a 6-kilometer radius of the Milton Keynes city centre hub. All in all, Imperium Drive envisions a future where passengers can choose to be driven remotely by the company's workers. Would you like to try it out?
On Tech It Out, we keep bringing you updates from the world of robotics. Watch this story to see how robots are becoming smarter and more sophisticated.
Amazon, the world's most important ecosystem. The pristine rainforest and biodiversity are being blighted by mining and logging, and much of it is illegal.
As of right now, we have lost 20% of the total land in the Amazon rainforest. We're truly just protecting the thousands, if not millions of heartbeats that exist in this mega biodiverse ecosystem.
It seems robots could be of some help here. A pilot project in Peru is using a robot to plant seeds to help reforestation of the Amazon. Note that the Amazon is the world's largest rainforest, and Peru has the second largest section of the Amazon after Brazil. Ahead of World Rainforest Day on June 22nd, not-for-profit organization Jungle Keepers says bringing robots on board to join the fight against rainforest destruction could be a game-changer. It has partnered with Zurich-based ABB Robotics to execute this project. Zurich-based ABB Robotics is providing a version of its popular Yumi robot to collaborate with conservationists. First released in 2015, the dual-arm Yumi robot was designed to bring automation to the industry. ABB claims this to be the most remote use of the robot. It is powered by solar panels and connected to solar satellite Wi-Fi for remote updates from an ABB base in Sweden.
This robot is incredibly agile, and it's able to plant all of our seeds for our nursery. Freeing up our rangers to do other tasks involving the reforestation project itself. The robot is able to remove soil and plant seeds all in one box, 16 at a time, and then we take that box and put it into our nursery for it to germinate.
So how does the robot help? The robot can plant about 600 saplings in a morning, equating to 2 soccer field-sized areas. It could prove to be quite effective in combating deforestation. Interestingly, Jungle Keepers is now exploring the possibility of establishing larger-scale robot planting facilities in Amazonian communities. This would potentially allow thousands of seeds to be planted daily. We've seen robots do different types of strenuous tasks, and now this robot can come to the rescue of workers faced with physically demanding tasks. How? By carrying the load for them and saving them from potential injury. Scientists from the Italian Institute of Technology are developing a new humanoid robot designed for ergonomic interaction with humans and efficient locomotion. Called ErgoCub, the android stands 4 feet 9 inches and weighs about 56 kilograms. Despite its small size, the developers say they're working to make it strong and robust enough to take on tasks that minimize risk and fatigue in collaborative functions with workers in the industry. At a recent demonstration in London, an ErgoCub robot was teleoperated by a scientist at the IIT lab in Italy. The team envisions workers of the future could slip on a VR headset and gloves to pilot their robot through the more laborious tasks. According to the engineers, the robot's hands are optimized for carrying heavy loads. The humanoid robot is equipped with a camera for depth vision and LiDAR remote sensing technology for navigation.
So the robot has a certain number of sensors and actuators. First, it has a LiDAR, which allows the robot to scan the surrounding environment. Then there is a camera that can actually perceive also people interacting with the robot. Then there is this OLED, which serves for making the expressions of the robot, and this is fundamental for making the robot acceptable in future work environments. We're trying to understand how the emotions of the robot have to be expressed.
Makers of the robot hope it could be a perfect work companion of the future, and it would be able to do all the heavy and dangerous jobs of manual workers.
India has emerged as the world leader in digital payments. The new iPhone series is expected to be way more expensive than the current lineup. The week gone by was buzzing with a lot of exciting tech developments, and we bring you the most interesting ones in a tech wrap.
Elon Musk is planning to introduce new changes to Twitter. The social networking site is soon going to limit the number of direct messages you can send to someone who doesn't follow you back. In order to enjoy unlimited DMs, both the sender and the receiver will need to follow each other. This means reaching out to new connections could become more challenging. Basically, this appears to be Twitter's move to encourage people to buy its Blue subscription service that lets users send unlimited DMs. India is witnessing new milestones in the digital payments ecosystem. Why do we say that? Because India has emerged as a global leader by accounting for 46% of the worldwide real-time digital payments in 2022. The Indian government has released a new report that highlights the nation's dominance in the digital payments landscape globally. Look at these figures. India recorded 89.5 million transactions last year. What's more interesting is that this figure is more than the combined digital payments of the next 4 top countries. While India tops the global rankings in digital payments, Brazil holds the second spot with 29.2 million transactions. Followed by China, which accounted for 17.6 million transactions in 2022. This achievement highlights the growing popularity and widespread adoption of UPI as a preferred digital payment method in India. And this solidifies India's position as a pioneer in digital payments. Researchers at the University of Nottingham wanted to know how pedestrians respond to self-driving cars. So they drove a car around the university campus for several days with a series of different designs projected onto a front-facing display. They informed pedestrians of the car's behavior and intentions, such as expressive eyes or a face, accompanied with short text messages like "I have seen you." Do you know what's more interesting? To make it seem like the car was truly autonomous, the driver disguised himself as a car seat. The aim was to give pedestrians the idea that the car was autonomous, so they could study their responses. During the Ghost Driver study, 520 pedestrians interacted with the car over several days. And they appeared to be appreciative of the messages coming from the car's display. If you are planning to buy the next generation iPhone, we have some news for you. The iPhone 15 Pro models are expected to come with a massive price hike. If the Wall Street analyst Dan Ives is to be believed, Apple will increase the price of the iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max by up to $200. Last year, Ives predicted a price hike for the iPhone 14 series, which turned out to be accurate. According to the analyst, the Cupertino-based tech giant is looking at raising its valuation with the price hike. We all know that the iconic rock band The Beatles have made significant contributions to the music industry. Its timeless melodies and thought-provoking lyrics continue to captivate audiences to this day. But what if I tell you that we could get to enjoy one more Beatles masterpiece to add to their legendary discography? Thanks to the power of artificial intelligence, a new Beatles song is coming soon. Paul McCartney, the 80-year-old member of the band, has revealed that artificial intelligence has been used to extract John Lennon's voice from an old demo to create the last Beatles record. The new song is set to be released later this year. OnePlus has announced the second edition of its Road Trip campaign, an initiative that aims to bring the latest tech experiences from the company closer to its prospective customers across India. The brand has transformed 2 expandable trucks into mobile experience outlets. These pop-up experience outlets will travel to over 25 Indian cities and will allow people to experience various OnePlus devices, including the new OnePlus 11 concept, which was recently unveiled at the Mobile World Congress 2023.
Well, that's all we have for you in this episode of Tech It Out. We will continue to bring you exciting inventions and updates on the latest gadgets. I will be back soon. Until then, keep watching WION World is One. And yes, don't forget to follow us on social media. For now, it's me, Ankit Uteja, signing off.